writing, and sharing his curiosity with others. Ashwin is also a children's author, best known for his award-winning picture book, The Homework, which brings learning to life in playful ways. When he's not teaching or writing, he reflects on math and education through his thoughtful blog, Wrong But Reasonable. At Roots, Ashwin brings his passion for creative problem solving and his belief that math can be as human and imaginative as any other form of art. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Harish, for that introduction. Welcome everyone for my session at Cube Roots camp. So yeah, I had a session yesterday with Square Roots batch. I think this is my session with you, and I have only one session with you this time. So as Harish mentioned, I have taken sessions for RAM camps earlier also. So I've taken Roots camp earlier. This time I'm happy to see all of you guys here. I can also see some familiar names. So some of you might have seen me earlier in a different session. Nevertheless, I hope you all have a good time today. So I am going to share my screen. Harish and Nivedita, in case there is like any glitch in between, my screen is not visible or some audio is not working, you just let me know, right?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone, I think we're good to start. Okay. So today I would like to show you a few games on the chessboard. Right. So what we'll be doing today is I want to show you 3 games which can be played on the chessboard apart from chess, of course. So first game is going to be a treasure hunt that we will play on the chessboard. Then I want to show you a tiling game. And if there is time, we will play another game called King's Spades. So some of you may have seen this game or a variant of this game. But yeah, if you have seen it, that's great. If you have not seen it, that's also fine. We will learn about these games together. A few housekeeping rules. So those who have attended my sessions earlier know that I have a kind of a routine at the beginning of every session. So every time I take a class, whether it's for students or teachers or anyone, I give a few fundamental rights. So the first fundamental right is the right to be wrong. So in this session, it is okay for you to make mistakes. Okay. You don't have to worry about whether you know the correct answer or whether your answer is partially correct and so on. So here it's okay for you to not know certain things. After all, you have come here to learn, right? So yeah, I mean, at the beginning of anything, everyone is a beginner, right? So don't worry about not knowing certain things and don't feel shy about sharing your answer. It's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay if you have the wrong answer. The second right is the right to be different. So in this meeting, for example, there are 40 of us, right? Will have a different background. Some of you might be familiar with many concepts. Some of you are just learning math as a beginner. So all of you are coming from different backgrounds. You have different exposure. So don't worry about what your friends are doing. Don't worry about what other participants here, what answer they give, what method they use. So we all have the right to be different. Don't worry about what your friends are doing. And of course, this is not a race. So this is not a competition. It's not a test. It is just for you to enjoy your time playing some games, right? And the third right is the right to question. So right to question means two things. First, if you have a doubt or you need some clarification, just raise your hand. Yeah, Adrit, I can see that you have raised your hand. Do you have a question or doubt? Adrit, do you want to say something? Right. So in case you need some clarification, just raise your hand. I'll come to you and yeah, you can ask your question. It also means that you don't have to accept everything that I'm saying. That is, accept everything I'm saying regarding the math part, right? So if you disagree with a claim that I'm making, you are always free to object. Okay. And of course, all of these rights apply to me also. So I might also make mistakes sometime in the session. I might be different. I might teach you in a way that's different from your regular classroom. And of course, I have the right to question. There are a few ground rules which we will follow in the session. Of course, first rule is please be on time. Yeah, now it's 3:10. So let's try to stick to the time. So we want to end the session at 4:15 so that there's enough gap for the next session. So let's stick to the time. Second rule is raise your hand on Zoom. So I will be looking at multiple screens. So if you just raise your hand on video, I might not be able to see you, right? Because I might be looking at a different screen. In case you have a question. So yeah,
Sir, I
Adrit,
have a
what
question.
is your question?
I have a question, sir. So you
Yes,
said there are three games, right? Will we be playing the games or will we see when you are playing the game?
you will see. I mean, you will be playing the games, just be a little patient. Okay. So
Okay.
just you are going to see what's going to happen in the next 1 hour. I'll let you know. So yeah, in case you have a question or a doubt, raise your hand. One convention that I follow is if you have a question or a doubt, raise your open palm. That is, use the raise hand feature. During the session, we'll be having a lot of interaction together, right? So I'll be asking you a question, I'll be asking you to do a task and so on. So in case you have finished a task or you have the answer to a question, give me a thumbs up. So thumbs up means I'll know that you have an answer or you finished the task. Raise hand means, okay, I will see that you have a question or you have a doubt. So because there are many of us, it'll be good if all of you stay on mute. When you want to say something, raise your hand to get my attention. I will call you out. At, at that point, you can unmute and you can speak. Okay. So until then, don't just start unmuting and speaking because when you speak, it's like because I'm looking at something else, I will not be able to listen to you and I will not know who is asking the question. Right. So I'll just hear some random noise and before I come to the proper screen and see who is talking, yeah, like it'll be very difficult for me to manage. So raise your hand and yeah, there are 40 of us here. So you have to be a little patient. I will try my best to attend to all of you. Yeah, but because we are having a short amount of time and there are many of us, I might not be able to come to each one of you, but you have to be a little patient. Now, these are all just like behavior academic rule. That is, we will be having a lot of interaction. So you will have to give your answer and so on. But one rule is no claim without a reason. So if you are going to make a statement, I expect you to give a proper justification for it, right? Sometimes you might not be sure of something and it's just a hunch. That is okay, but no claim without a reason. So whenever you make a mathematical statement, I expect you to back that with some sort of a justification. And fifth and most important rule, no help from the internet. So of course, we are having this session over the internet only. Of course, internet is not a bad thing, but you people will all have different kinds of tools available at your fingertips. You will have AI, Google, and all those things. At least for the next 1.5 hours, I don't want you to resort to any of those tools. I'm saying this because we have come here to learn something, right? So we have come here to enjoy math, right? This is not like a test or something where you are going to score marks and you want to show off. So I always, of course, I will be very happy if you are going to read up about all of these games later. That is something that I want you to do, but not now, not during the session, right? So for the next 1 hour, no fiddling with ChatGPT, Google, AI tools, and so on. So these are the rules for the next 1 hour. I expect all of you to follow so that yeah, so that we all have like a good productive session today. Right. So now, before we go and play the games, I want to first give you a little warm-up question. So suppose there is some chemical X. This chemical is widely available in our society. That is, anyone who wants it can get it. But this chemical X is also responsible for many deaths. So many people die every year because of this particular chemical. And this chemical in its impure form, it causes many diseases. Some of them are deadly, like people die because of those diseases also. And this chemical, sometime in its gas form, in its gaseous form, it even disrupts like weather patterns and climate, right? So, and many criminals also use this substance very often. And all criminals, for example, use this substance 24 hours before they commit a crime. So now my question is, should we ban this chemical? Okay, so I can see many hands raised. Raised hand means you have a doubt. So yeah, Shraddha, you have a doubt. So those who think we should ban the chemical X, give me a thumbs up. So raise hand means doubt. Thumbs up means I will assume that you want to ban this chemical. So yeah, Advait, Balaji, you have a doubt or you're giving a thumbs up?
Sir, sir, I gave a thumbs up, sir.
Okay, right. Someone you have a doubt? Someone you SS?
Sir, wait, sir. Sir,
Yes, go ahead.
we should ban the chemical X, sir, because of this chemical, the criminals are using the for a crime, sir.
Okay, right. So
And this causes diseases, sir.
okay, right. Okay, fine. Yeah, someone you I got your idea. You can mute yourself now. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
Do you have a question? Adrit, you want to say something?
Yeah, sir. Is chemical X water? Because it's widely available in our society. It causes many deaths because improved form it causes diseases. And it is just a gaseous form. It's water vapor which disturbs weather and climate. And all claimants ingest it 24 hours before a crime, which means they drink water, right?
Correct. So now do you think we should ban this chemical?
Not really. We can't ban water.
Right. Very nice, Adrit. So yes, this chemical is nothing but water, right? So water also has all of these properties and all of these features. So it's available, we all use it, and many people die because of water, because of say floods or drought. And polluted water causes a lot of diseases. And of course, water vapor is what causes rain and drought and everything. In fact, water vapor is also responsible for global warming. So if weather is hot, that is also because of water vapor. And of course, all criminals ingest this, all humans ingest this, all animals also ingest this. That is nothing but water. So this is really a trick question. That is, you have this substance which has all these negative effects, but it also has so many positive effects, and you can't really ban water. In fact, we should provide water or clean water to everyone. So the moral of this story is really to learn to think properly and not just go by the information that we have, but also think about what kind of information we might be missing, right? So yeah, before I go on to the games that we're going to play for today, I would like all of you to lower your hand if you are done with this question. Right. Okay, so that was really just a warm up. So now what we are going to do is we are going to play 3 games. So what we are going to do is I will explain the rules. We will play maybe 1 or 2 rounds depending on how much time that we have, and then we will go on to the next game. Okay, so The title of this talk is Games on a Chessboard. So these are going to be the games that we will play using the chessboard. So first game is the treasure hunt. So I'll explain what the game is. Pay attention to me now for the next 5 minutes, because if you don't pay attention now, you can't understand the game and you can't play the game with me later, right? So what is going to happen is, within the chessboard, I am going to hide a treasure, right? And your job is to find where the treasure is. How are you going to find that? So what will happen is, let me stop sharing this screen. I want to share a different screen. So let me go to Polypad.
So do you want everyone to draw a chessboard for like reference?
No, not required. They can just look at the screen. It should be enough. Okay, right. So now, yeah, this is the chessboard. The convention is to label the rows and columns using letters and numbers. Usually 1, 2, 3 starts from you. So basically 1, 2, 3 is like the bottom and 8 is at the top. But just for our ease of understanding, I'll just mark the board lines. So what's going to happen is, I am going to hide a treasure in one secret location, which I will not reveal to you. So suppose it is at this square, which is F5. Now, you all have to find together where the treasure is. So how will you find? If you just guess, and if you guess F5, yes, that means you win the treasure. But all of you can make a guess together as a class. And suppose you are going to guess, say, E3, which is this square, right? Then what I will say is, I will say the treasure is not there, but I will tell you how far this treasure is from this square. So the way we are going to count distance is, we are going to see the number of steps it takes from your square to get to my treasure. Those who have raised their hand, just lower it. Just pay attention to me now. Later, I'll open it for questions. Okay, just pay attention to the rules right now. So suppose you are guessing E3. From E3, we are allowed to basically move in 4 directions: up, down, right, and left. Only these 4 directions. We are not allowed to move in the cross direction. We are not allowed to move diagonally. So from here, I can come to my treasure in this way: 1, 2, 3. So if you guess E3, I will say you are not on the treasure. You are not on the treasure square, but you are 3 steps away from the treasure, right? So from E3, of course, you can come in this way also. You can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go about in a round. I mean, you can go in a roundabout way. But when I give you the distance, I am always talking about the shortest distance, which means the fewest number of steps from the square till where the treasure is. So let's just do a little warm up so that you understand what I mean by distance. So suppose my starting square is this and my ending square is this. Can you just figure out what the distance between these 2 squares is? That is basically from C5 to this other ending square, which is G3. Type your answer in chat. Don't shout out the answer, just type it in chat. Tell me what will be the distance between these 2 squares. So yeah, please put your message on chat, your answer on chat. Everyone just put your answer only once. Just because you found the answer and you have a very nice keyboard, you don't have to type the answer several times. Just put the answer once. Okay, so let's see how to calculate the distance. G3, I can go like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So the number of steps is 6. you don't count the starting square, you just count from here like this 1, 2, 3, right? And of course, there are many ways to go from C5 to G3. You can go like this also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can go like this also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are many paths. You don't care about which path you take, you just care about the distance. So from C5 to G3, the distance is 6, right? Okay. So now how the game works is I am going to hide the treasure somewhere on this board, which I won't reveal to you. You can now take a guess. If you have located the treasure, you win the treasure. If your square is not the treasure square, I'll tell you the distance from where my treasure is. Right. So now has everyone understood the game? If you have understood the game, give me a thumbs up. If you have a doubt, raise your hand. So, Rakshana, do you have a doubt? If you don't have a doubt, you can lower your hand. Yeah, Adrit, Raghuraman, do you have a doubt?
How can we tell our guesses?
Yes. So I will tell you how we are going to play the game together. Yeah, you just be a little patient. I'm going to tell you now in a minute. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone's comfortable with the rules of the game. Okay. Right. So now I'm going to hide the treasure somewhere. I am going to hide it. Yeah, now I've hidden the treasure. So now whoever wants to make a guess, just raise your hand. Of course, all of you will be excited. I will try to give a chance to as many people as I can. But yeah, because there are many of us, don't feel bad if I'm not able to call your name. So yeah, I will try to like call out the name at random. So yeah, maybe first guess goes to Rudra Kotari.
I'll say C4.
C4.
Yeah.
So yeah, C for cat. Cat 4. Okay. So this is not where the treasure is. The treasure is 5 steps away from here. So that is your clue. Okay. So now I'll hear from someone else. So yeah, Arnav Jain, would you like to make the next guess?
Sir, F6.
F6, flower 6. Okay. So this is not where the treasure is. The treasure is okay. Now let's go for one more guess. I will ask maybe Nitin Bhargav.
Sir, my guess is E6.
Okay, so Nitin, you think the treasure is at E6 or you want to know the distance from E6?
Sir, I think the treasure is at E6.
Okay, see, I am saying the treasure is 4 steps away from F6, right?
Oh,
But the distance from here to here is just 1, right?
oh.
Sir, may I say?
No. You can't unmute. I will call you out your name, then you can chat. So yeah, I'd like to give someone a chance. So yeah, maybe Kavin Baratrans. So what is your guess?
Sir,
Kavin?
as it's 4 steps away from flower 6 and 5 steps away from C4, I think it's in H4.
H4. Okay. H4 is here.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so now I'll make it more interesting. Those who want to bet on H4, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Wait. Before that, if it is on H4 and you are right, you win the treasure. Right. If it is not on H4, you are now out of it for this round. You can't play this round. It's only open for others. So H4, if you bet on H4 and if it is on H4, you win it. Like you win before others. If it's not on H4, you are out of this round. So how many of you want to bet on H4? Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up means it's like you are betting it on H4. Okay, Arnav, Athar.
Sir, there are 9 people who have the thumbs up.
Yeah, okay. In fact, when you said 9 people, I was about to say, are there 9 others or 9 arrows? Because it's like a common name. Anyway, so yeah, many of you are betting on H4. But the treasure is not on H4.
So then it's on C8. C8.
No,
See.
wait. We have a rule for this session, right? You don't just unmute and shout out the answer. You raise your hand. So the treasure is not on H4 and it is 4 steps away from H4.
Sir, can I say?
No,
Sir, I can say please.
no.
Sir, F3.
You don't get to unmute and speak at all. I will call out your name, only then you have to speak. Okay, so Gagan, what is your answer?
So my answer is H8, sir.
H8. Why do you say H8?
Sir, because from F6 and H4, it's 4 steps, sir.
Correct. But is it 5 steps from C4?
No, sir.
Sir, it's
So,
F2. F2.
no, not allowed. You can't shout out the answer like that. I'm saying this because I want everyone who's joined the session to think for themselves. So I know that you are very excited to share your answer, but just like you are excited and you want to play this game, others will also want to play this game, right? So don't shout out the answer. I know you are very excited, but you need to control your excitement also. So that is also what you're going to learn in this session. So yeah, I can see so many raised hands. I know many of you are very eager to share your guess, but yeah, we will do this in an orderly way. Okay, so Vallabh, what is your answer? Vallabh? Right, maybe I'll ask
F2.
F2. Okay, why do you say F2?
Sir, because it is 5 steps from C4 and 4 steps from F6 and H4.
Okay, yeah. So yes, you are correct. This is where I hid the treasure. So yeah, all of you who got F2, you win this round. So yeah, let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 5 steps from C4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps from F6 and 4 steps from H4 also. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So this is the game. We will play maybe 2 more rounds before we go on to the other game. So, okay. Now I will ask one of you to hide the treasure and the rest of the class will try to guess where the treasure is. So, yeah, Ananya Raj, would you like to hide the treasure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Ananya, quickly hide the treasure somewhere. This is something only you should know. You should not reveal it right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, right. So now I also don't know where the treasure is. I am also, I'm also like an explorer like all of you. So now I'm going to call other students from this group, from the session. You can just make your guess. So I will now call out Toshani Ghosh. Yeah, do you want to take your first guess?
Yes, sir. I think it's in D2.
Dog 2. Right.
Do I
Okay.
tell the distance?
Yes. So yeah, what is the distance?
5 steps away.
Okay, nice. So it is 5 steps away. Now we have a clue. So the next guess, Ayan M. Would you like to take the next guess?
I think it's F5.
F5. So are you sure this is where the treasure is, or it's only a guess?
It's just a guess.
Okay, yeah, from F5, is it on F5, or if not, what is the distance?
It's 4 steps away from it.
Okay. So yeah, it's 4 steps from here. So the next guess is going to Aravind Lochan. Aravind, what is your guess? Aravind.
Sir, I guess it is F2.
F2. Why do you say F2?
Because it looks like it's a bit like 1, 2, 3, 4 goes. Sir?
Correct. But
Yeah.
it also
Yeah.
actually from D2, no?
Yeah. So,
But here to here, it's not.
and sir, I have another guess also.
Sir, I would like to have a guess.
No. If it's not your turn, you don't get to speak. So, okay, it can't be on F2.
I think D7.
From F2. So, what is the distance from F2?
Yes.
Yeah, who hit the treasure? Ananya, you're there? Ananya? Okay, right. So now, let's just see if there is only one solution or if there are many solutions based on this clue. So, yeah, Srivatsan, what is your guess?
So my guess is 1 second, sir. So my guess is 5C.
5C. Okay, why do you say this?
Sir, 1 second, sir. I think I'm wrong, sir. Sir, it is. Sir, it is on 3G, sir. 3G.
3D.
G.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Wait, but 3G is not 4 steps from F5, right? So this is just 1, 2, 3 steps. So it can't be here on G3. Vallabh, what is your guess?
Sir, H3.
H3, okay. Arjun, what's your guess?
So my guess is D7.
D7, okay. Ashwath Rao, what is your guess? Ashwath Rao, you're on mute. Can you quickly unmute and tell me the guess?
Excuse me, sir. I'm unmute again.
Yeah. Ashwath Rao, go ahead.
So, what is the distance from those two question marks, sir?
What?
So, what is the distance for those two places?
I also don't know. I mean, we are just seeing what other possible locations can be there.
Sir, I'm Ananya. My mic was mute actually. It was just hand.
Right. So yeah, Ananya, you're ready now. So what
Yeah.
is the distance from 3?
It was H3.
Oh, great. So yeah, so the treasure was on h3, right? But if you just observe carefully, it could have easily on d7 also, because this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, and this is also 4 steps from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here for h, we just got lucky because d7 was also a good guess. We just got lucky when we got. Okay, yeah. So
I have one more answer.
who has another answer? Introduce yourself.
So,
Like
it
what's your
could be
Sir, I am Praganya.
okay?
And sir, according to me, the answer could be 5B2. 5B.
Yeah. So let's play one more round. This time I will hide the treasure again.
Sir?
So I'm going to hide it somewhere on.
Sir?
Wait. Now it's my turn.
So can I hide it?
Okay, wait. Don't just unmute and speak because it's difficult for me to keep track of what's going on if all of you just start talking randomly. Okay, I know you're all excited. You can all play this game afterwards. So here we will just like learn the strategy, how to play. Later, of course, you can play with your friends. You can impress your family members also. But here, let's be in a little orderly fashion. Okay, so yeah, I would like to give a chance to someone who has not spoken today. So, Joshua, what is your guess?
Sir, what?
Joshua, do you want to guess where the treasure is?
Sir, I am guessing E3.
E3. Okay. So the treasure is not on E3, but it is. It is 5 steps away from E3. Okay, so now I'll maybe ask Shraddha. Shraddha, what is your guess?
Sir, my guess is E8.
E8. Are you sure this is where the treasure is, or you just want to know the distance from here?
There are many other possibilities of the treasure being somewhere else, but it's just a guess.
Okay, nice. So yeah, again, yeah, it's not on E8.
Okay.
It is 4 steps from E8. Okay, so now I will ask Abhinav Raghav, what is your guess?
Yes, sir. So I think it should be 1, 2, 3. I think it is D5.
D5. Okay. D for dog.
Yes, sir.
Okay, why do you say D5?
Yes, sir. Because it is 5 steps away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 steps away from this place. So I think it must be D5.
But it is not 5 steps away. It's only 3 steps. You'll always look at the shortest path, right? So it's only 3 steps away from E3. So this is how we are going to count the distance. We are just counting the distance from the shortest path. You can always take a longer path, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take a roundabout path, but that's not what we're looking for. We're always looking for the shortest path only. So yeah, so this was 5. Yeah, so basically, I don't think it can be on D5 because it is not 5 steps away. So I will now ask Dhyan. Dhyan, what is your guess?
Sir, G6.
G6. Okay, so are you sure the treasure is here or?
No, it's just a guess, sir.
Guess, sir.
So the treasure is on G6. It is 4 steps away from G6. So yeah, Arjun, I can see you have your hand raised, but I want to give chance for others also, right? So What would you guess next?
Sir, me?
Yeah, Rachna.
Sir, it's C6.
C6. You are sure or is just a guess?
Sure.
Okay. How come you are sure?
Sir, because the turn before there were two possibilities, G6 or C6, but now there's only one possibility as G6 is not the treasure, so and all of them are possible conditions, and there's no other solution.
Okay, nice. So yes, you are right. This is where the treasure is, and yeah, I'm sure many of you would also have guessed this. So, yeah, the treasure is on C6. But now let's see how we can play this game. So here, basically, first we didn't know anything, right? So our first guess was E3, and I said it was 5 steps away from E3. So now let's see which all squares are 5 steps away from here. So it could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So there are actually many possibilities. But if you plot out all the squares which are 5 steps away from here, you will see a pattern. You will see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You will see that all the possibilities are actually lying on a diagonal. So here H1 is, of course, after H1 it's crossing the board, but all these are forming some sort of a bigger diamond. So now the next guess was E8. It was a good guess because it was one of the possibilities. Now again here, let's see which all squares are 4 steps away from E8. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let me choose a different brighter color. Yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you can see that these two, that is C6 and G6, are two possibilities based on the information that we have at this point. And yeah, one of your friends made a guess for G6, which was like a reasonable guess only. There was like a 50-50 chance of getting it right. But yeah, it was not on G6. That means we could be sure that it had to be here on C6, right? So this is the game. Okay, of course you can play this game later with your friends. But now I just want to ask one question. How many guesses do you think you need before you can locate the treasure for sure? So here, for example, we needed 3 guesses. On the 4th guess, we were able to locate the treasure, right? In the previous round, I think we located the treasure after 2 numbers. After 2 numbers, in the 3rd guess, we got the answer. So if you don't rely on luck, just by pure logic, if you want to locate, how many numbers do you need before you can locate the treasure for sure? Put your answer in chat. Put your answer in chat. Don't shout out the answer. Yeah. So how many guesses will be required to locate the treasure for sure and not resorting to luck or guess?
Sir,
Yes, someone wants to say something.
sir, I can't do chat, sir, because chat is disabled for me, sir.
Oh, right.
Sir, would you like them to be able to chat?
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, can you enable chat, Harish and
Sure,
Nivedita?
sir. Sure, sir.
Is chat working now for everyone? Yeah, right?
Yeah, I'm able to see the chat messages. Yes. Okay, so
Sir, can people not spam it though?
yeah, people, just send your answer only once. I can see so many of you are typing your answer again and again. If you're going to do that, yeah, then we're not going to have this session going on this way, right? You just type your answer once and you get your hands off the keyboard.
And don't give ranges, just give a number.
Yeah. So now what happens is, it's like I'm not able to see any of the messages because you're all spamming. So now, yeah, like I cannot make sense of anything that any of you have said. Right. Okay. So Harish and Nivedita will disable the chat now.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I can see like a lot of random numbers. Many of you are guessing 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that. Yeah, okay. Some of you are guessing 6 or 7. Okay. But the correct answer is 2. That is, if you know the distance from 2 particular squares, you will be able to locate the treasure for sure. So how do you locate the treasure, or which squares you should choose so that you are able to locate the treasure on the third turn? That's for you to think about. So I'm not going to discuss that now. So everyone lower your hands now. So everyone lower your hands so that we go on to the next game.
Sir, I have a small question.
Who is this talking?
Sir, Shraddha.
Oh, yeah, Shraddha, what is your...
So how will we locate it within 2 chances? Because the first chance you will choose one number, and then you know the distance, but there are numerous other places for you to locate, right?
With just one number, you can't locate, you are correct. But with 2 numbers, I can locate. That is the challenge for you to think about.
Sir, but if you have 2 numbers, you can't allocate it within 2 chances, right?
No,
Sir,
Shraddha,
we can.
it is possible. That is what you have to think and you have to find out. Okay.
So you're not asking the number of chances. You're asking how many distance, how many distance from the squares do you need to know to solve the problem?
Yes, that's what I'm asking.
Okay, I thought how many chances would you need to solve it?
Right. Okay. So now everyone lower your hand. We are going to go on to the next activity. You are ready for the next activity. Okay, so that was the first game. That was the treasure hunt. And now we will go on to a new game. This is going to be a 2-player game. I'll just explain the game first. Then we will play maybe 1 or 2 rounds. And yeah, if there is time, we will go on to the third game. So this is a tiling game. So what is going to, how this game is played is 2 players are going to take turns placing a 2 cross 1 tile. So just a rectangular tile with 2 squares. So that's the 2 cross 1 tile. 2 players will take turns placing these kind of tiles on the chessboard. You need to place the tiles so that they don't overlap. The tiles can touch each other, but you should not place one tile on top of the other, right? You should just place it on the empty space on the board. Whoever is able to place the last tile wins. So this is the game. Let me just show you, like demonstrate on the screen for all of you. Then maybe we will play a couple of rounds. So let me just go to the... Ashwat, your hand is raised. Can you lower your hand? So first, just listen to my demo. Then if you have a doubt, you can raise your hand. So right now, just don't raise your hand right away because, yeah, it just be a distraction. So I'll explain again how it's played on the board. So imagine there are two players, yellow and red. Both of them are going to place a 2x1 tile. So the tile is going to be like this. Or yeah, this is the tile. So now the red player is going to choose two other squares. The yellow player will choose some other square and so on. So now it is not just a matter of placing a tile, and if it was only that, then because there are 64 squares, it's like the player who starts second will always win, right? But the first player can come up with some kind of a strategy that makes it that creates holes on the chessboard. So for example, the first player can place it over here, and the second player can place it over here also. So now there is basically a kind of a hole in the chessboard, right? So the objective is whoever places the last tile wins the game. So you need to place your tiles in such a way that your opponent is not able to place the tile in the end, right? So this is the game. Now, if we play this game on the chessboard, it will take a long time. So let's play like a kind of a smaller version using a 4x4 grid. So let me just quickly draw the 4x4 grid so that we can play this game over here. Okay, so I'll just like demonstrate this game. We will not be able to play this game and develop a strategy because we don't have much time. I will just like play a game from like with the whole class just for you to demonstrate. Later, you can come up and think and come up with your own strategy. But first, this is just for you to understand the game. So now imagine that I am player 1 and I am placing my tile over here. Right. So now, yeah, I'll just call one of you from over here. So, yeah, Ishan. Ishan, which two tiles do you want to choose?
Sir, could you choose tile 1B and 1C?
You can choose. So now this is your play. So now I have to place a 2x1 tile. I can place it on any empty space. So say I'm choosing 1D and 2D. So I'm placing my tile over here. So the next round I'm going to call out Rishit. Rishit, where would you like to place your tile?
Sir, C2 and C3.
C2, C3 or C3, C4?
C2, C3.
Right. So now I am going to place the tile over here, B4, C4. So now I will ask Rayansh. Rayansh, where would you like to place the tile? Rayansh, you're there? Okay, maybe I will ask Yagnika. Yagnika, where do you want to place the tile?
Yes, sir. A3 and A4.
A3 and A4. Right. So now it's my turn and I get to place my tile over here. Right. So now the second player does not have a place to place a 2x1 tile. So I am playing the last tile. So I win this game. So this is how the game is played. This is just a demonstration for you to understand how the game is played. Now the question is, can you come up with a strategy to win this game? This is just an open question for you to think about. I'm not going to give you the answer now, but I want you to think about this. So now I have a strategy by which I will never lose. Okay. So now, So everyone get back on mute. So the challenge for all of you here today is to come up with a strategy to make sure that you will always win this game. You can go as the first player or you can go as the second player. So it could be that the first player has a strategy that will make sure that they will always win. Or it could be that the second player has a strategy that they will always win. So you get to choose whether you want to be a first player or the second player, but you must come up with a method which will make sure that you will always win this game. So this is game number 2, that is tiling on the chessboard. Here I have demonstrated with a smaller 4x4 grid, but of course, the bigger game is something that you can play on the chessboard also. So now I want to show you the third game that's on the chessboard. So let me go back to the slides. Right, so this is the tiling game where we place 2x1 tiles, and yeah, the tiles should not overlap and the last tile wins. So now I want to show another game which I call King's Space. So everyone lower your hand. If you have a doubt regarding tiling game, you can ask me later. So I'll give last 5 minutes for doubts. Right now, everyone just lower your hand. Yeah, someone you Shraddha, everyone just lower your hand now. Yeah, someone you Shraddha, lower your hand. Ishan. Right. So this game is similar to the tiling game, where 2 players are going to take turns placing kings. Right. So yeah, everyone I hope knows how a king moves on the chessboard. So the king moves in all the directions, including diagonals, but the king can move only one step. So now that one step surrounding the king, it belongs to that king. So those are all the squares which are controlled by that king, right? Now the 2 players will get to place a king. You should place the king in such a way that your new coin, the space of that king should not overlap with the previous king, right? So once you place a coin, once you place a king, the space around that king belongs to the king. You cannot have another king overlapping that space. Whoever places the king, right? So it is similar to placing the 2x1 tiles, but now you are placing kings instead of just the rectangular tile. So let me demonstrate on the chessboard.
Sir, can you repeat the instructions again?
Yeah, I will demonstrate on the screen. It will be more helpful for you. So let me just go to the polypad. Okay, right. So yeah. So now, yeah, I have this chessboard and I am going to place different kings over here. So first, suppose it's the white's turn. So I am going to place the king over here. Now what that means is all of this territory belongs to this white king, right? So now in the next turn, the second player should place the black king. The second player can place it anywhere, but the new king's space should not overlap with, or basically the new king cannot be placed on the current king's territory. So basically you cannot place the king over here. They should not attack each other. So yeah, maybe I should describe it like this. So you can place the king in an unclaimed square, right? So this square is not claimed. So the second player will place their king over here. So now all of these squares are now occupied. So now it's the white player's turn. the white player should place their king again anywhere on the chessboard, anywhere that is free. So now the white player can place it over here. Now what does it mean? It means all of these squares is now occupied. Right. So now the black player has to place their king. So the black player can place it over here, for example. Right. So yeah, all of these squares are occupied. So now basically white and black they keep placing their kings every turn. So now I will, for example, place my king over here as the white player. Right. So now the black player is also free to place their king. So maybe the black is going to place over here. So white can place in another empty unclaimed space. So this is how white and black, they will take turns placing their kings. Whoever is able to place the last king, that is, if you are able to place the king and your opponent does not have any more space, that means you win the game, right? So this is the king's space game. So now if anyone has a doubt, you can raise your hand. So yeah, Arav, have you understood the game now?
Yes, sir. Can we play it?
Yeah, we are going to play it, but first I want to make sure that everyone's comfortable with the rules. So Saranya, Harikumar, you're comfortable with the rules?
Sorry,
So if you're
doubt.
okay, yeah, what's your doubt?
You kept the white king and it occupied all the 8 squares around it. And then you kept the black king. Then it occupied the 5 squares. The remaining 3 squares, will it overlap or only the 5 squares?
Correct. So basically, it is like you actually don't care about this space. That is, yeah, what I mean is, yeah, you don't care about these squares. It is just that once you place the king, you cannot place another king which is attacking your already existing king. That means you can basically place the king over here because it's unclaimed space, but you can't place it over here or here or here, for example. You cannot place next to your own king also. That is also not allowed. So basically, when you place the kings, they should not attack each other. Right.
So the black king should not be around the white king.
Correct. It should be like at least this 1 square gap away from the white king. It should be 1 square away from the black king also. So you can't place your own kings also next to each other. You have to place them like 1 square apart only.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So Rayansh, do you have a doubt?
Sir, in the starting, you placed your king on B2, but what if you place it on the corner like A1? Can you do that?
Yes, that is also allowed. Yes, you can place in the corner also. So yeah, Kavin, do you have a doubt?
No, sir, I wanted to share something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, this is like really simple. Sir, without having the territory, if there was like an odd square number, like for example a 5 by 5 grid, the first player that places a king will win. But if it's an even, for example 4 by 4 grid, the second player who places the king second will win.
Okay, right. So yeah, Kavin, it's nice that you are able to give a strategy. So I'll just repeat it for the rest of the class. So what Kavin is saying is he has a strategy where if the size of the board is an odd number, the first player or the white king will always win. If it's an even number, the side is an even number, then the black king will always win. Kavin, that's what you're.
Sir, I'm telling without the territory.
What do you mean without the territory?
Sir, you have like cut the yellow the yellow thing around the places of the king.
You mean you are placing like this next to each other?
Yeah, you can't keep that. Without that, this can't work.
Correct. So see, yeah, then of course it's obvious because you will have odd number of squares or even number of squares. So if you can place next to each other, then there are even number of squares, right? So of course the black will always win.
Yeah, but with the territory, with the yellow things, it won't work.
Correct. So now the game is how to win with this rule of territory, right? So that is the challenge for you. We will just play one round. This is just for demonstration. Again, I'll play this game with you on a 4x4 grid so that it's simpler. So yeah, let me quickly draw 4x4 grid. Yeah, let me label the squares A, B, C, D. Okay. Okay, so I will go first. I am placing my white king over here. Right. So now I'll maybe call one of you guys. I will ask Amsh. Amsh, where do you want to place your king?
D.
Okay. So yeah, I will place my king here. So now I will call Shreyas. So Shreyas, where do you want to place your king?
A4.
A4. Yeah, that was pretty much the only choice. So now I don't have a place to keep my king. So I can't place it anywhere over here. I can't place it anywhere over here, right? So yeah, basically in this round, you guys have won, right? So this is how the game is played. But now we are going to play on the bigger chessboard. Okay, so now we have 5 minutes, so we'll play one round maybe on the big chessboard. Yeah, someone had a doubt. Yeah, okay. So now I will play as the first player. I know it will be good if like only one of you plays for the second player because you can have a strategy. But now we are going to kind of crowdsource for player 2. So all of you together are going to be player 2. And we will see if player 1 wins or player 2 wins. Okay, so let me just make multiple copies over here so that it's useful for me later. Okay, right. So if someone has a doubt, raise your hand, otherwise lower your hand because I see so many hands going up. I'm not sure if you want to play the game or if you don't understand the game. So yeah, we're going to play one round, but just lower your hand so that I know that only those who have a doubt are raising their hand. Yeah, Ashwath Rao, do you have a doubt? Ayan, do you have a doubt?
Yes, sir. If we play this in a real chess set, we can't play, sir, because there'll be only one.
Right. So instead of the kings, you just play with pawns. You just pretend that coin, the pawn is what the king is. You just need to place coins. So yeah, you just play with pawns instead of the kings. Here I'm just like showing it just for demonstration, but you can play with any coin, doesn't matter. Okay, so now I will be player 1. I will place my king over here. Okay, so now as a class, you are going to play player 2. I am just going to call people at random now. Ishan Sanjay, which square do you want to choose for player 2?
Sir, A1.
A1, okay. A1 is allowed. I am going to place my king over here. So, Nitin Bhargav, where do you want to place your king?
Sir, I want to place my king on h1.
H1, okay. So, I am going to place my king on A8. So, I will ask Advait Balaji, where do you want to place your king?
Sir, I'm placing my king on
D7, sir.
D for dog?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So I am going to place my king on here, B6. So I'm going to ask Rakshana. Rakshana, where do you want to place your king?
Sir, F6.
F6. So yeah, F6. Okay. So I am going to place my king on I'll place my king on G8. So now Dhyan, where do you want to place your king?
Sir, in G4.
G4. Okay. So just make more copies of this. Okay. So now I will place my king over here. That is H6. Shreyas, where do you want to place your king?
Sir, is E2.
E2. Elephant 2. E for elephant, right? Oh, right. So I am going to place my king over here, C1. Okay, so yeah, Kavin Bharatraj, where do you want to place your king?
Yes.
Hmm?
Sir, I don't think there's any more spaces.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's just look at the board. So occupied, occupied, occupied.
I think you win.
Correct. So basically, yeah, you can see that all of these squares are like controlled by some king. So now there is like no more space to place a king, right? So this is basically the game. Of course, for this game also there is a strategy, but I am not going to give the strategy. We are out of time today. So I'm going to stop over here. So let me just quickly run through what we did today. I'll just take 2 more minutes to finish with the session today. Okay, so go back to the presentation. Yeah, okay. So we'll skip. We basically saw 3 games: treasure hunt, the tiling game, and the king's space. Yeah, these parts we will skip through. So we had the treasure game where I hide a treasure in one of the cells and you have to find the treasure. So you basically make a guess on any of the squares. If you find the correct square, you win the treasure. Otherwise, I'll tell you the distance from the treasure. So using these clues, you need to locate where the treasure is. The question for you to think about is after how many guesses you can be sure of the location, right? So when we played the game, like sometimes we got it after 2 guesses. That is, in the third turn we were able to guess the exact location. Sometimes in the 4th turn we got it. But that we need to get the treasure. This is for you to think about. Then we played the game of tiling where we place 2x1 tiles on the chessboard. We place the tiles on empty space. So you should not overlap with an existing tile. You should only keep it on an empty space. Whoever places the last tile wins. We saw like a demo with a 4x4 grid, but you play this game on a chessboard. And we also saw the king space where it's like 2 players take turns placing the kings. The kings should not attack each other. That's how we are placing. Whoever places the last king wins. Okay. So now, yeah, if you have a doubt, raise your hand. Otherwise, just put down your hand. So, yeah. Mayan, Ja, do you have a doubt?
Sir,
Yeah, do you have a doubt?
sir, I was lowering my hands.
Okay, right. Srivatsan, do you have a doubt, a question?
So yes,
Can we play the tiling game on a actual chessboard?
I mean, you need to come up with the tiles. If you can find the tiles, you can play the game over there also. Yeah, it's really about getting those tiles. If you don't have the tiles, you can just cut strips of paper and play the game with strips of paper. So yeah, you
Sir,
can do
can
that.
you send that editor you used for demonstrating for us, sir? The link.
That is called a I mean, that's a website called Polypad. I will share that Polypad link with all of you guys. So I'll share the slides and the Polypad link with you later today. Yeah, Saranya, do you have a question?
Okay, sir.
Sir, in the tiling game, can we keep the tiles diagonally?
No. It has to be like vertical or horizontally. You can't place it diagonally. Yeah, right. So yeah, now it's time to finish for today. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the 3 games. So there is a strategy to win all of these 3 games, but I'm not going to give you that. That is for you to think about. So yeah, have fun playing the game, play with your friends, with your family members, and see if you can come up with the strategy. So now, yeah, before I kind of wind up, I will hand it over to Nivedita and Harish. Yeah, Nivedita, you can take.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I honestly felt like all 3 games were really fun because everyone got a chance in at least one of the games to participate. So the session was really interactive today, and I'm pretty sure all of you guys had a lot of fun. Like, usually when you think of the chessboard, you only think of chess, maybe King of the Hill, some games like that. But these were a really nice perspective on other games which we can play using the same thing. And I hope you guys can also think about strategies for all 3 games so you can impress some other people while playing these later on. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, right. Right. So now I think others, you will have another session, I think at 4:45, right? So in case you want to discuss something with me, you can stay back. Otherwise, I think, yeah, you can leave and I think you can join by 4:40 or something. So if you want to discuss something with me, you can stay back.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I want to say that the Polypad website, you can send the link in the Roots Camp classroom.
Yeah. Share it with you.
So you were frozen. Could you please repeat that?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Right. I will share it with the organizers. They will forward it to the students.
Guys, unless you have any questions for Ashwin, sir, we are done for this session. And you guys can leave and have a break.